bad news regarding the Celica. I was doing a compression test because the other day when I was driving it, it started running horribly, like 2 cylinders. So, pulled it in here, parked it, haven't moved it since. Finally found the time to get my hands on it. I did the compression test on the first 2 cylinders, compression was good. And then I went ahead and did cylinder 3, and we're at a lucky 0. So I'm gonna check cylinder 4. Maybe there's a crack between 3 and 4, but I now know that it's the head gasket. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most unreliable car I have ever owned. It's like I fixed one thing, next day it's a new problem. This is the example. I just fixed the way it was running, and now head gasket goes and blows up on me. So I'd like to apologize to you guys. I've been taking so long to get a new video out. It's been super busy lately, can't find the time to do anything, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for my videos. It's been, I think, almost like a month and a half, 2 months since I posted my last video, so I apologize for keeping you waiting. I just can't put out videos as consistently as I'd like. I already went ahead and got a head start on taking apart the motor. So far I have the intake off, starting to get the exhaust off. I'm gonna start cracking the valve cover soon. Not like having sex with it. Shoot. Meanwhile, while this is off, I figured, because it looked pretty bad and I've always wanted to do this, is I'm going to paint this while it's off. I'm gonna do wrinkle black to match wrinkle black valve cover. What I have here in my hand is what I'm arguably most excited about. This is a power steering pump. I've had it for the better part of like 6 months or so. I haven't had power steering in the car for probably close to 1.5 years, and it sucks driving this thing. I really don't know what was wrong with it necessarily. I don't think it was leaking any power steering fluid. Whenever I turned the wheel, at full lock, the wheel would go boop, boop, boop. 10:12 p.m. I'm starting this super late. Skipped out on the gym. I'm not gonna lie, I've been chatting with the boys. I've been chatting on the phone for way too long. My hands are dirty as hell. I started with the power steering pump. Got 1 bolt out, and that was the only bolt holding it in. But I just realized, check that out. Probably just gonna repair the axle, but I gotta take it out anyways to get this out. I'm gonna get the motor to top dead center. I'm gonna remove the cams, and then we're gonna start taking off the head studs for top dead center. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark these cams, so that way when I put them back in, I know which position they need to be in. Like that. I only got so far with the harmonic balancer. I cannot, for the life of me, get it off. I'm just gonna have to wait until the proper tool is here to take it off. So for now, I'm gonna pause on that. I'm gonna shift my attention up here to the head and start taking off the cams, maybe some other bits here and there like the intake. Okay, so through lots of effort and tools, we managed to get the harmonic balancer off, which I think I need a new one because it's chipped right here and it's tearing through the alternator belt. I just got this off right now, so I'm gonna clean it, paint it, get it nice looking, even though it's kind of pointless. Damn. And just like that, timing belt is off. We're actually making pretty good progress this time around. I'm cleaning up all this stuff like the engine mount, and the power steering brackets. Oh my god, look at that coolant. That is so bad. Nasty. It reeks of exhaust gas. I am no professional, but coolant should not look like that. I've taken off the distributor cap. I'm going to take off this water neck here and start taking off these water lines. Finally got this off. Time to take off the caps and the cams. I figured while I'm here, I'm going to chase these threads in this exhaust stud here because it's completely smooth on the inside. You literally cannot thread anything. Finally getting closer to getting the head off. Of course, I'm absolutely going to clean everything so everything looks nice and fresh when it goes back in. Get everything nice and organized. Cams are out. Now it's time to start tackling the head studs. And just like that, I got all the head studs off. Head is off, but I still got a couple things here and there that I need to loosen just so the head can come off freely. I've been waiting for parts for the past, I want to say like 3 weeks. I ordered a bunch of parts and they never got delivered, so I had to get that figured out. And finally, everything got here. So I just got my new harmonic balancer. I need to jump onto the power steering, but I started moving all the other parts from the power steering pump to the new one. I'm having trouble getting this little guy in there. I can't put the head on until the power steering's done because I want to do it with the power steering out. That'll make it very helpful for me. So just got done swapping everything over to the new power steering. As you can see, nice and clean, sort of. A lot of power steering fluid got everywhere. With the head off, it's going to make it so much easier to put this back in. So I'm going to take advantage of that now. Then we can start doing the head. I just want to show you what I'm doing while I'm in here. You can see I kind of redid the wiring harness that goes above the intake manifold just because it was cracked. There was oil getting in there. I don't want that to happen and start causing issues. And right now what I'm doing is there's some areas here, for example, where the wires are exposed. I'm running some of this sheeting over it. It'll give this whole car kind of the makeover it needs, at least engine bay wise. This is just all old junk. I just broke one sensor to the water neck here. As you can see, first of all, I might need one of these, but this, all the actual stuff on the inside broke off, so it no longer plugs into this. It gives me a good chance to put some sheathing around this. As you can see, I'm kind of going everywhere, getting all this done, trying to make it look nice and fresh. I ordered a new pin. I unfortunately didn't pick it up, but I have a new one that'll be here tomorrow. We'll go pick that up. Today is a huge day for the Celica. I just got the head resurfaced, and while I'm here, I figured I would check on old girl. I haven't been driving it. I've been storing it here just because of the whole registration situation, but take a look at that. Wow. So while we're here, we're going to start it up, maybe drive it and park it. This looks like it's been moving. So far, I don't hear any of the noise I was hearing last time. I heard sort of a clunking. It almost sounded like my axle had been broken. Pretty happy about that. Surprisingly, the car started and is running pretty strong. It does feel like it's pretty down on power though. It's been sitting for a couple months. It's driving pretty good. Soon I'll have it back on the road. Okay, so I just got the head loaded into the garage. We went and resurfaced it at my dad's work. I still have some resurfacing to do here. There's some leftover gasket materials in these areas. I'm just gonna go at that real quick. So that way it's a nice smooth surface. This was actually surprisingly not very warped. So I also need to get this exhaust re-welded because let me show you. As you can see, those welds look like a COVID-19 cell. So here we have the new head gasket. We're switching over to MLS. Supposedly, Celicas have a big problem with composite head gaskets. Almost everybody in my little Celica group had their head gasket blow in the exact same spot as mine. And we're on. Super stoked that it's finally coming together. I want to drive this thing so bad. But let's go ahead, start taking off the cams. Now it's time to drop in the brand new studs and get them tightened up and get this head sandwiched down. I keep changing my avatar every single time I put the camera down because I'm doing this day after day after day after day. But I went ahead and throw in 2 head studs just to kind of keep it down, keep it in place. So the little surprise I have, which I think I showed in a video not too long ago, mind you, I haven't posted it because this is for a later date. Somebody in my area, surprisingly, was selling this manifold with a wastegate and a turbo for $68. Mind you, this manifold's probably, I think it's like 150 brand new. So with a turbo and a wastegate, what a deal. Something might be wrong with it. It made so much boost. It made so much boost that, yeah. I'm gonna test fit it on this motor because it's interchangeable from the 3S GTE and the 5S FE. The final plan is that this manifold and a new turbo, which I'll show you shortly, is gonna go on my black Celica. So I'll be pushing more power out of that thing through this turbo I have here. This is a Twisted Motion 3076. Bit of a big turbo. I was gonna save that and put it on the SC300 because the first build that I had in mind for that car was to pull the 2J and put a 3S in it, a rear wheel drive 3S. Once I planned it out, I realized that's kind of a stupid idea because I would spend twice as much money to get that thing fit in there to make half the amount of power it would make with a 2J if I throw a turbo kit on it. So it was quite the big boy. This came off of an RB26, and this came off of a Camry. Super cheap turbo. No wonder it blew up. I'm taking this turbo off right now. I'm gonna throw this turbo on, see how it looks, see if there's any clearance issues. I'm assuming there's gonna be clearance issues with the oil filter there, as well as the AC. Be free! Oh well, I tried. I do think that wastegate's gonna hit the hood though. Pain in the ass. I think I might need a new gasket for the flange. But the guy who owned it before me blocked off the external wastegate. Nope. Yikes. I don't know how that's gonna work. So I got the other turbo on. You can tell size difference. The actual turbo itself isn't so big, but the intake is so much better. As you can see, there's no turbo play on this one and so much turbo play on that one. This is more for the fun of it. You know what? What's crazy is it actually fits really nicely. Look at that. Pretty sweet. So obviously I took some time to film some clips for my TikTok because low-key I'm catfishing everybody online with this turbo because this is very obviously not going to go in this car. This has glass for internals. Looks pretty good in there. I'm actually surprised it fits. I would need to clock the turbo because we're not doing a top mount intercooler, but I do have fear of the slave cylinder starting to get really hot and maybe even boil the fluid. I'm gonna have to make like a heat shield down there for that exact reason. Come on. So here I have my head studs. I don't know if you can see the difference between these two. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. All good, all done. Now that that's over, I can start getting the intake set up and ready to go. I just wrestled this thing in here. It is such a nightmare to get in here. Now I've got to wrestle the fuel rail back in, as well as the harness. That I am not looking forward to. But oh my God, this is the worst thing in the whole world. Check the whip though, that's all that matters. Okay, so I've got the cams placed in. As you can see, right there, I've got the timing marked with a paint pen. I've just put the caps on the ends just to hold the cams together. Boom, camshaft's done. I got a big trip hopefully planned for this thing. I want to take it camping up in Big Sur. Now that Highway 1 is open up there. I've camped out of the Celica before about almost 2 years ago today. If you guys want to see something like that, you should leave a comment below and let me know if that's something you're interested in. Leave some comments and tell me what you think I should do with this car once it's up and running. Should I 2GR swap it now? Should I 3S swap it? If I wanted to 3S swap it, I should have done it while this thing had a blown head gasket, but it's a little too late for that now. There's still some little nuances here and there that I need to take care of, but overall, the car is coming together quite well. All right, the jig's up. I took the Lexus out to go to a car show tonight, and maybe I can get some cool content. Hopefully Lexuses and SC300s and Celicas will show up, because that would be awesome. Good God. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh Lord in heaven.
Hold on, John! Hold on! John, the other way! I'm gonna crank you on this side. Hey, Aaron! The other way!
Interesting front bumper. Looks good though. that time to get up on out of here. I'm not very good at commentating when I'm in public. I get a little shy. The footage speaks for itself. That shit was so sick. Oh yeah, I done busted out a camera for this one. Shit. They sell these. They used to rent these out for like 5-6K a month. You'll buy them now. 600,000. No, it's but 600,000.
Okay, that's not even that expensive.
I know.
That's kind of
Show the damn camera these buildings. 600K lowest. It's like 1.3 for a penthouse though. Hold on, I done messed it up again. God damn. Alan, tell the camera what's happening.
If I had it back, it'd be like perfect, right? I can hold it.
We just had some Dave's hot chicken.
I can't even do this.
I'm kind of full.
Whoa.
Well, Connor's saying that if he ever gets like bang off you too, he knows how.
Yeah. Imagine watching UFC fights up there.
It's chill. There's a Dutch look.
Where? Oh, fuck. I'll give him his room.
He just sitting.
Did he?
Sitting,
Yeah.
Damn.
I almost did.
Look at this little lineup. Oh, we ain't gonna do nothing. We ain't gonna do nothing. Don't you worry.
Connor, look.
God damn. God.
What he has done.
Woo! What are we looking at?
Just a watch.
You're beautiful. Look at you. You're a gorgeous bird. Damn. Check it. Check it though. What that jacket do? Yum. I don't even know what it says. Looking down at his creations. I figured I'd film this little sick ass spot I know about. Let's get this show on the road. What a good way to end the night. Us all together in an orderly fashion going to my dream home. Unfortunately, again, I'm not very good at talking to the camera and bringing you guys around with it. Something I'm trying to do better at. But for now, unfortunately, I have to drive this piece of shit. It's a good car, but it's a bit of a piece right now. Fingers crossed I'm gonna get to turboing it soon. I have mostly everything I need besides the exhaust and some charge pipe things, as well as ECU. I mean, like the tricky things you need to figure out. Hopefully soon with this car. Hopefully I'll get that video out for you guys. But thank you for watching.